Hello hunters, I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where I'm very excited to be recording it again, just because that lets me play more of it in my spare time. So, we had just finished off the initiation quest of sorts for Monster Hunter 3, or the 3rd generation, seeing Ludroths for the first time in the... well, it's called Deserted Island, it's Moga Island, let's be honest, but... Anyway, now we're going to go off and take care of 6 Ludroth pretty easy. I just want to see. Yeah, I know I should be good with just that. And yeah, I'm just excited to be able to play the game, show it off. Once we do this quest, we'll probably just focus on... Oh, so my good hunter, this time we have you on what we call an urgent quest. As you can guess, it must be done ASAP. Completing this quest is a big deal. It could go a long way in getting you recognized by the guild. Your target is an aquatic monster, the Ludroth. Might be just a bit stronger than what you're used to. Let me guess, you're ready and rearing to go? Of course you are! Just do your best, but don't let us down. Yeah, after this one, it's just probably going to be videos showing off the large monsters of... you know what, I better snag these, because those can help you make a little bit of extra bucks when you're kind of finishing up with quests and stuff. We're just going to do the large monsters so the series isn't too long, and gives me something I can sort of do as well in my downtime. I want to see, though, because I didn't realize it, but... yeah, this is where you got the well, not this one was the introduction, but this was the first sort of iteration of the crouching fire, or I think it was even called siege mode, perhaps, for the heavy bowguns. Where certain ammo you would crouch down, you could fire a lot faster, or unload the clip much faster. So that's something I've very rarely really used or experimented with, so 3 Ultimate is going to be a good chance to really try it out. And I wanted to also mention, I think Rise is going to overcome what my biggest problem with 4 Ultimate had. Well, 4 Ultimate and actual Generations Ultimate. We'll let the little cutscene play out to see the Ludroths. There they are. God, I miss these little guys. It's so good to be hunting them again and just being back on Moga proper with the water parts. The map feels like it misses so much without the underwater areas to it. Like, they aren't that big or that much of a deal, but it's just the feeling of hunting in proper water. So anyway, what was I going to talk about? Oh right, where I think Rise is going to beat Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate for, like, the issue I had with some of the stuff. Yeah, there we go. Like, look at that. You're able to use 30 rounds of the ammo before you had to basically, like, come out of it, or you could just choose when to leave yourself. We'll just harvest from these guys. And the reason why sorry, I keep getting distracted, but 4 Ultimate, whenever you would be in the air, you'd lose most, if not all, of your inputs. You couldn't dodge, you could only do an attack. Now, I mean, granted, with the bowguns, you could shoot a shot off. I think aiming was a little trickier to do, though, and it would kind of bounce you back, but you didn't have that much control while you were in the air. With Rise, though, because of the Tokyo Game Show, they showed off a little bit more of, like, the demo for how stuff like that will work. I wonder, can I actually... I can go into siege mode underwater. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to. And then just that to get out of it. Oh, that's pretty neat. I didn't know if we would have siege mode underwater. So that will kind of help. It's still going to leave you pretty vulnerable, so it might be something you have to be super careful of when you're going to use it. Maybe I'll just try smacking a fish or two, see if we can get anything super helpful from these guys. I don't think there's anything to really, like, carve off, aside from maybe... yeah, they mostly, I think, just give the meat. Anyway, we'll go swimming to the next area. In the Tokyo Game Show demos they showed off for Rise, you have a lot more input while you're in the air thanks to the wire bug. Like, you can actually dodge and change direction in air. So I think it's going to be like why I like underwater more. You have the verticality in there, but you could dodge left, right, forward, back, stuff like that. You actually had input to control your movement more, whereas for Ultimate, it kind of felt like you're forced almost arbitrarily, and if you accidentally hit the ledge, to do the bunny hop and be stuck with how it went. And I don't know if Siege Mode actually... 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, I think actually Crouching Mode might have let us get a little bit more damage off. Ow. I am going to put that away just so I can carve you up whenever you're ready. There we go. But yeah, the Ludroths are so different when you're actually in water fighting them than if they're on land. Like, and that as well, you can actually dodge up and down underwater after an attack. So it really gave you more input into what was possible and what you could do. And I think that's where 3 Ultimate had me so much more than 4 did. Because I felt I was still in control of my character even if I was underwater, like going up against Gobule or Legiacris or even Royal Ludroth that we'll probably get to in a few episodes. You have input that you're actually like able to perform with your character and you're not locked into a forced animation. And you don't feel as punished, too, because, I mean, if you're underwater, you can still... I don't know, it just feels like there's more freedom of movement in this verticality. So I think that's where Rise... I was saying it might be a little over the top. I feel like it has potential to overcome my, like, hesitations about it. If we actually do get as mobile as we can in the air, as we sort of have been in 3 Ultimate. So that was our very first urgent quest actually taken care of, and that will probably unlock us with some new things. So, we will send these all to the item box. There we go. So, not doing the hottest on funds. Monster Hunter, oh, Aquatic Carnivore. You guys, that's one thing I also miss, is, like, the ecology videos that used to be in the game, as well as the introductions to each monster. Like, when you first find a monster, you would have that slow zoom in and almost like a feature mini-film of what you're going up against and just a little bit of it in its own environment. That I really liked. Okay, so I think that's the Argosy. Might as well start talking. Welcome back, kid. Bet you're wondering where all the skyline's gone. Behold the Argosy, our link to the outside world. Argosy's a trade ship. You see, the commodities we find in the Moga woods fetch a pretty zenny abroad. As for the Argosy captain, he's a wealthy merchant from the Far East. I've known him longer than I care to admit. We were reckless youths together once upon a time. I've saved his life many times, and he mine. I'm sure he'd be willing to barter with you if you have any commodities. The captain's your man. And this is the captain. You guys probably actually know of the Argosy because of Monster Hunter World and Iceborne. That's a feature that kept carrying along ever since its introduction for, like, trading and stuff like that. So, Hunter, are you looking for captain of this Argosy? So, look no more, for I am he. Mayhap you're wondering why man known as Giant of Far East would sail his trade ship to Itty Bitty Village. I'm glad you asked. Moga Village, famous for rare items, commodities, fetch big price overseas. You bring me these commodities, I offer trade goods from around the globe in Kukan. Or Kaukan. Good lord, I apologize for butchering your language. Kukan means exchange. You want an explanation? No, I'm good. So, very well, you figure out trading process yourself without my help. Not that hard. Here, we make practice trade right now. Take this per Parazento from me. I think I said that right. I don't know. Dewa, the sea breeze beckons. So, be quick, we set sail. Yeah, so this is where you can kind of get yourself some things without actually having to spend money. So, it could be useful early game. And there are some things, like if there's a sale, you have the little plus icon where if something costs more than usual on that visit, it's going to be with the minus. There are rare trades where you can get stuff like... Oh, actually, the double arc spit might be nice, but I don't have any commodities in there. But yeah, this is where you can get stuff like... There are decorations for your room. Vine shroom. I don't even remember that. And then you can request different stopovers for things like to visit, bypass, etc. Yeah, we'll cancel that request. And then, like, stuff that we were hunting out in Moga Woods, when we do the hunt report and collect, this is where it kind of goes towards. So, like, these are worth a little bit more, and I could get... And it's basically just, like, match up the... And there you go, you see? So we can make a trap for 3 mega bug nets for the stuff like that. So stuff like that makes the early game a little easier. Oh, he has more to say. Yoku kita, you make a good knocker with Neko yet? Neko means cat, my finest crewman. Village chief asked Giant to Far East who is me to trade with Port Tanzia. So I make Neko the Tonto, he in charge. If you want to visit Tanzia, speak to feline that smell like adventure. He take you to Tanzia because helping others important Shugyo. Shugyo means training. You make Shugyo too, yes? Go forth, the sea breeze beckons. Okay, so that's him all wrapped up. Oh, the itinerant cook. Oh la la, I'm sick to the stomach. Pardonnez me all, while I purge today's lunch. Oh, these claws, this genius? It was not cut out for a Lochan. My dream was to dream up the world's best recipes, not to regurgitate them. Y'all know. No more sea voyages. A chef of my caliber belongs in a kitchen that holds still. Fortunately, your chief was kind enough to allow me to stay here. In return, I have agreed to offer my services, nya. I perform the ultimate in culinary magic. Partake of my dishes, you see, and you gain health, attack, and more. Before I cook, you must select 2 things, the ingredients and the preparation method. If your choices are not up to scratch, then the final result is certain to lack certain je ne sais meow. Nonetheless, I employ a strict lick-the-plate policy. You force me to make it, I force you to eat it. Oui, oui? Oh, and beware, the effects of my delicacies last for only 1 hunt. Once you return, they are gone. Alors, I shall get the canteen ready to serve the good people of Moga Village. Please be patient. Merci. Oh, and you again. A hunter, did he talk to feline there? Ah, so itinerant cook. You wander many lands to learn all world's recipes. I never managed to find sea legs. Learn recipe, taste recipe, then barf recipe up. Very tragic story. It sounded like he take fancy to Moga cuisine, so he stay here for a while. May happy stay forever. Worry not, I have already received Village Chief's shonin. Shonin means blessing. We should visit Feline Cook's canteen. He once worked at first-rate city restaurant, fill many bellies. Here, take this voucher from his old restaurant. Hand this over, and he treat you to feast fit for king. You not even have to worry about ingredients on Shin. Dewa, the sea breeze beckons. Okay, so that's that wrapped up, and who to talk to? I guess we'll just worry about the sweetheart here. Hey, Hunter, did you see? The Arksea is here. Well, how could you not see? It's frickin' enormous. The Arksea is a trade ship. It's been a part of Moga life as far back as I can remember. But all these storytelling chief, more important stuff to tell you about. For example, the new hunting ground. See, top-class hunters don't just poke around home. They hunt far and wide. You earned your stripes with that Ludroth quest, and now you're cleared to hunt in a brand spanking new location. It's called the Sandy Plains. That is one map I really miss from the 3rd generation. It was a superb desert map. I'm wondering what sort of place it is? Yeah, me too. According to my in-depth and kind of heavy guidebook, the Sandy Plains, a dry region known for its high temperatures and hordes of monsters. Yeah, well, good luck with that. Now let's talk harvest tours. Not too long after the quest starts, a paw pass ticket will be added to your supplies. Deliver that whenever you want to head back. Until then, collect all the items you can and you can. Got it? Have fun. Also, on the home front, there's a quest to hunt a great Jaggy. The guild will definitely be watching that one. And speaking of watching, don't you wish there was an easy way to keep an eye on a large monster while on a hunt? In that case, the target cam is for you. While on a quest, press the ZR button to use the target cam. The top right monster icon changes, then just press the L button. It's magical. Gods only know how it works. Black magic, pixie dust. The only thing I do know is that it makes hunting larger monsters way easier. You can also set the target cam on touch screen by customizing your panels, which I don't kind of have. If you want to know more, check out the help when you're customizing your panels. Go get them, Tiger. Yeah, so we have a bunch of new ones, which I'll probably work on some on my own, but we'll definitely do the Great Jaggy on another video. I just want to take a look, see if there's anything more to upgrade with this. Oh, sakes alive, kid. They tell me you bagged yourself a Ludroth. Not bad at all. In fact, you're doing so well, I felt inspired to try something new myself. Charms, I call them. You gain skill points just by wearing one, same as with any equipment. Let's say you got a skill that's going to activate with just a few more points. That's the time for a charm. This one's here's a freebie, but you're going to have to supply with materials for more. Okay, so I gotta check that, because, like, was it automatically equipped? No. The charms work a lot like how World's charms do, but in a much better way. Like, they're basically, as he said, little stopgaps, where I guess this is going to need a lot of explanation. I'm just going to move that charm down to there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move the talisman. We'll put it 2 over. Okay, so, the rundown for how old stuff used to work. To build up your skills, you need however much it says under the active skills there. Like, if I wanted to get the auto-tracker skill, I need 15 points of the psychic, or for just detect, I need the 10. Ranger, I need 10. For, like, getting double poison, because there were negative skills back here, you would need negative 10. As long as you don't hit the threshold, neither the positive nor the negative skills will activate. And you would have decoration slots, but you would actually be able to make the decorations yourself. And, like, 1 slots would usually give you, like, +1 and -1. Decorations that would take 2 slots would usually give you +3, -1. And decorations that would take all 3 slots, I think, were a +5 and a -1, or maybe minus something else. But either way, it was more... You could actually build the majority of your builds and sets. The charms are almost like little bonuses you just tacked on, sort of like how they are in World and Iceborne, except you find charms more like RNG based in the old world. It's kind of confusing, but maybe as I'll go along and have more to show off as examples, we'll talk about that. But yeah, for now, we will end the episode here. Thank you guys for joining me this episode of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I'm very excited to start the series off, and next time we are on, or next episode, we are going after the Great Jaggy together. So, you guys are going to see the, I think, inspiration for a lot of memes, but up until him, small monsters, or your very first large monster, were very kind of boring and single attack. Great Jaggy really changed the game when he got introduced, surprisingly enough. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next episode or the next video. If you do like the series, be sure to give it a like and leave a comment, question, etc. down below. I'll try to answer as soon as I can, or if you have feedback, anything like that. Until I catch you all in the next episode, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.